to focus on one stock, and it's a stunner. The headline says it all. This is an IT stock which is up 80% in this year, just from January. Reema, I find that so hard to believe because the market at an index level, we've been completely range bound.
Yeah.
Tell us more about this stunner. Cyient is the one we're talking about, right?
Yeah, finally you reveal the mystery, right? So the company we're talking about is Cyient. It's up 15% this week. Since its Q4 numbers in the month of April, the stock has rallied 35%, and since the beginning of the year, it's up 83%. The stock is sitting at a fresh lifetime high, and just to put it in context, the Nifty IT index is only up 2.5% year to date. So the broad technology index has done absolutely nothing. You've got names like Infosys, which has declined 13%. They've struggled. There's been a destruction in wealth when it comes to Infosys. TCS has given flat returns, but you've got that Cyient, right?
What is this
82%.
Company? What is this company doing? Rocket science, spaceships? I don't know. What is it possibly doing to lead to this kind of a stunning move?
Okay, so before we get to Cyient, first let me break up the broad technology basket in India. Okay, you've got the IT services companies, which is your Infy, your TCS, the Wipros, and the HCL Techs of the world. And in the go down, further down, you've got even an LTI Mindtree. You've got an Emphasis, Coforge. Basically, what are these companies doing? They're helping you run. They will give you an application. Your application may be for customer relationship management, right? The entire application will be run, maintained, developed by these companies, right? But on the other hand, you also have ER&D company. E for engineering, R for research, and D for development. ER&D companies.
Engineering, research, and development.
Yes, ER&D.
ER&D, okay.
Okay. So under ER&D, you've got Tata Elxsi, you've got a KPIT Tech, you've got a Cyient, and to some extent you've got a Persistent as well, which is more into product. These are innovative companies. What they basically do is that suppose an auto company wants to reorient its architecture. It wants to go from an ICE engine. They want to move to EV. They want to focus on autonomous vehicles. They want to bring in assistant, driving services, ADAS as it's called. A manufacturing company wants to focus on diversifying its supply chain. It wants to make sure that they are now sustainable. This requires a different, it's not just maintaining your software.
So it's not just keeping the lights on sort of a job. This is specialized software solutions for these industries. Okay, we'll let Reema have a little sip of water before she continues. Reema, take your break. So I just want to go over the stock price changes while we wait for Reema to just sip on a little bit of water. Cyient is up 82%. That's year to date in so far in 2023. KPIT is also up. It's up 60%. Tata Elxsi is up 22%, and L&T Technology Services is up about 7%. So is the market getting fascinated with them because these are more niche plays than the very large, Infosys, TCS?
And it's not just that the IT services company do keep the lights on kind of business, right? They're also diversified. They're also transforming. To give you a simple example. Now, for instance, a company like IKEA, right? It was a company which was designed. Its entire software was designed years ago. It was designed, say, to deliver your product in 3 years. In 3 days, 1 week, 10 days, right? That's what delivery looked like in 1990s. Now they need to reorient their entire delivery program to make sure you can deliver it in 1 day.
Right.
So that requires a complete overhaul of your software, which connects from the warehouse to your online website to that entire software integration is also done by IT services companies. So they're also
I get your point that the IT services players are doing both. They're doing the maintenance and the operations part of it, and they're doing some innovative, transformative work as well. Just a quick check on the valuations. So the valuations for Cyient, despite this huge rally that we've seen, they are at 20 times. For Tata Elxsi, they are at 50 times. KPIT 45 times, and L&T seems to be L&T Technology Services, that is trading at around 27 times. So, just very quickly, Reema, won't trouble you too much on this. Could we be saying that Cyient is playing catch up and the others have already had their run in the market?
Yeah, so I think, say a KPIT Tech gets 100% of its revenues from the automotive segment. We've been talking about EVs. We've been talking about, autonomous vehicles, right? So the KPIT play was discovered. This year's run-up was done because the company signed 2 very large deals, one with Honda and the other one with Renault. Now, Cyient particularly, if you look at the revenues, it got about 30% around from the aerospace vertical. Now, aerospace vertical went through a downturn. Its revenues declined sharply.
During COVID, yeah.
Exactly, and now it's recovering.
Okay.
Okay, and plus the growth rates for Cyient are much lower than what a KPIT or even a Tata Elxsi, which is commanding premium valuation. So the growth rates for Cyient are lower.
Got that. So in terms of triggers to watch ahead for Cyient, perhaps we need to see if this resurgence that we're seeing in air travel, whether that will translate into higher earnings and better profitability for the company?
The company is already guided for double-digit revenue growth for the aerospace and the railway vertical. Railway also, they don't give a breakup, but they've just said 30% comes from aerospace and railway. Railway was under pressure, but now they've said railway will bottom out and it will grow.
Okay, all right. So that explains the kind of excitement we're seeing around the stock. A big move on it, 80% up this year. Thank you, Reema, so much for taking out the trouble and explaining this to us. That's it on this edition of Who Moved the Market. Thank you very much for watching.
Thank you.